Greetings everyone, 4 photographers, 1 dead queen, here we go. So my background, professional photographer 20 years, covered lots of events, covered lots of stuff to do with the royals, did some cool stuff, various royal weddings and street parties. I can shoot, right? Good stuff, published, Telegraph, great. Also today we've got Matt Stewart, Magnum Photographer, you've got Paul Harrison, great street photographer, and you've got my main man, Robert Stofford, a very wise photographer. And how do we do it? How do you shoot all the people queuing for the Queen's lying in state? Because that's all we had to do, right? Matt Stewart went the video route, famed Magnum photographer, commissioned by the New Yorker, real deal. Now, I didn't know that at the time because I rocked up on the last day to cover it, but I did notice a guy trying to trip people up with his tripod, and that was Matt Stewart. And he features in the short film that I made that I will premiere a week after this video, so you'll get to see that. Okay, he did this nice thing lots of photographers do, lots of little vignettes, a lot of little moments pulled out, very intimate little details, little glimpses of conversation, very nice, very diaristic. Rob Stofford, I think, was photographing the same day I was there, and it was very interesting to see a lot of overlap between the compositions I choose to film and the compositions he used to choose to photograph. What am I saying? Compositions. That's right. That's what you're paying for, everyone. Oh, you're not paying, are you? Yeah, it's free. Great. Cheers, guys. Oh, apart from channel members, thank you, channel members. You are literally the only reason I'm doing this. If you're watching for free, just go. Just go now. You do nothing for me. You are literally worthless. Anyway, so then there was Rob, and again, very interesting for me, an overlap because of what I was seeing on the day and what he was seeing. Now, what was I doing? So I took the train up. I had only a DSLR camera and a little sound recorder for little sound bites. And on the morning I got there, I just looked around. Everyone was wearing coats. I thought, you know what? I've done this so much photographing these kinds of things. I'm going to try and make a film today. So with no plan at all, I just started filming little vignettes, little snippets, and then with the magic of editing threw it all together. And you can judge next week whether it's any good or not. But I had some fun and it was really engaging. And I think I did a cool loop narrative, it's all that kind of stuff. And finally, which is really interesting as well, Paul Harrison, great street photographer, does lots of amazing stuff in museums, really interesting guy, really good street photographer. He covered it, and yet he only published his zine, I think, a few weeks ago. So I think, was it a 3-year anniversary? So I like the way it took him 3 years, and I haven't even published my video yet. I guess once Matt Stewart's video came out at the New Yorker, I was like, well, you know what? He's a real guy. He's a real guy getting paid, and I'm just a crazy guy talking to strangers. And there's a whole hook to my film that I made that I couldn't even find the cue. I mean, I couldn't find the start. Anyway, you'll get it. You'll get it. But the main point I want you to take away of this very, very quick little video here is that there's one event, 4 photographers, and how we all found different and sometimes similar paths through that event. Okay, you'll see it a lot. I saw a guy on Reddit. I don't know what I get emails from Reddit. What's that about? I don't even go on Reddit. And it was like, oh yeah, I've been doing this. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. He was like, I've been doing this photography project on like roadside stuff in America. And like, oh no, someone else has done it. It's like, yeah, dude, everyone's done it. And it doesn't matter, okay? I remember covering some events a few years ago and I saw some very famous photographers there. And like, I saw the work they filed to the magazine. I was uploading to the same folder on the same FTP server. And like, I knocked the snot out of them that day. I remember feeling quite good. I think I messaged one of them being like, hey, man, you know, I never get to go to the places you do, flying all over the world, but you were at this thing, this royal wedding, and I was photographing the same streets as you. And that was, you know, that felt really cool for me, you know. And he didn't reply. Of course, he didn't reply because they're like that. The royalty, the photographic royalty. Oh, my God. So, yes. So on a final tangent of photographic royalty and all this Queen stuff, just a quick point. There's loads of funny memes out there. I'm going to do an episode on photo memes soon, but there's some lovely memes all to do with like how famous photographers see themselves, and they are hilarious. I'll just throw a bunch up now, but generally, like, it's insane. You know what? You're a famous photographer, so what? So what? What have you done? Like, you cured cancer? You got a Nobel Prize? What have you done? It's, you know, it's a weird world, photography. I don't know how long you've been into photography, but there's this weird idolatry that goes on. And for me, always, it's just made me sick in my mouth. I just find it really tacky and weird and depressing. But the good news is that all that is over anyway, because you think about the things that people of my generation in my 40s venerated, like being in National Geographic magazine. Like, that was a big deal. That was a career thing. I remember there's a great photographer, Ben Roberts. He's a really great photographer. You check his stuff out. I saw him at a private view at the Host Gallery just after my Nat Geo thing came out. He said, "Oh, Ed, I just want to shake your hand. Well done, mate. You know, you can dine out on that forever." And it was like, yeah, that's a really big deal getting in Nat Geo. One of my recent videos I put out was how National Geographic magazine reached out to me for my work and the work that led them to do that. I thought that was going to explode on YouTube. Nothing. Less views than my normal videos, probably less views than this video, because no one gives a shit about Nat Geo anymore. All those things that we told ourselves, like Magnum Photo Agency, all these things that we think are important, most people do not give a flying about now. So that's funny, isn't it? So anyway, I hope that was eye-opening for you. And next time you're out, if there's an event you're going to cover and you see a Magnum photographer or famous photographers, don't worry, you can find your own way in. And if anything, man, it's nice finally to be covering something where you're all on the common ground together. As in, they haven't got, like, you know, the helicopter to Marrakesh. They're not doing a portrait of the famous person. You're all trying to use the same source material, that event. And that finally puts you on a bit of an even playing field so you can show them what you're made of. So yeah, go show them what you're made of, guys. Mwah. Like, subscribe, and comment. Go follow Matt Stewart. I think he's on Instagram. Go check out Robert Stoffer. Go check out Paul Harrison. Buy his zines. Buy his stuff. Buy all the stuff. Be a channel member. Be a photographer.